Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good life. Thank you for joining us for this week's Buddhist Church of San Francisco virtual Sangha service. Today we'll be commemorating the birth of Shinran Shonin. And for our Dharma message, we'll have Reverend Dr. David Pading do an overview and reflection upon the historic and spiritual legacy of Shinran that was conveyed to us through his writings that were very significant and voluminous. Because we have the English translation of his writings in the form of a publication called The Collected Works of Shinran. So any of you are welcome to check with our office so that we'll be able to provide you with a copy of those writings in English. Okay, so to move on, we'll begin with the customary kansho, followed by the ceremony for today's commemorative service, which will entail the chanting of Sambujo through respectful callings, the dedication statement, and then for today, I'll be chanting Juseige, Juseige, the reaffirmation of the vows taken from the larger sutra. And then following David Sensei's message, I'll be leading a reading of what's titled Our Pledge that was composed by the current Gomonshu, the 25th generation descendant of Shinran, Kojun Ohtani, who a few years ago composed a verse for the group reading. And so I'll be reading that in the original Japanese and offer the English translation. So that will basically be today's Gotane or Shinran Shonin birthday commemoration service order. And then following the announcements and appreciations, we will close today's service with another musical offering, this time by Mr. Kevin Iwamura, who is an active member of the Enmanji Buddhist Temple and who professionally is a musician. And so he shared some of his CDs with us. And so I've selected one of his pieces where he performs on the flute titled Gratitude, which I think would be an appropriate way of reflecting upon today's commemoration service. So again, thank you for joining us and see you at the conclusion of the service. Dharma notes, Dharma notes. Namanda, 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 namanda. We respectfully acknowledge the presence of Amida Tathagata entering this practice hall as we joyfully offer flowers of welcome. We respectfully acknowledge the presence of Shaka Tathagata entering this practice hall as we joyfully offer flowers of welcome. We respectfully acknowledge the presence of Tathagatas of the Universal 10 Directions entering this practice hall as we joyfully offer flowers of welcome. Honjitsu, ここにサンフランシスコ仏教会世襲となり、うやうやしく三仏牽制の将来を仰ぎ、慎みて本年度の答え法要言修す、如来語の真実心をもって、法音の誠いたし、仏徳を三端し祀る。こい願わくば、如来の大慈大悲心をもって、無料の功徳、 一切市場の上にへこした回らんことを。Today, on the occasion of the commemoration of the birth of Kenshin Daishi Shinran Shonin, we have come together in reflection upon the indebtedness owed to our spiritual legacy of Jodo Shinshu, founded by the inspiration and life of Shinran. Now, with deepest reverence and gratitude for the all-inclusive wisdom and compassion that is Amida Buddha, we reaffirm the three treasures. Namu Kie Wutsu, we take refuge in the Buddha, the timeless life of wisdom and compassion, which is the source of awakening. Namu Kie O, we take refuge in the Dharma, the universal truth of impermanence and interdependence, the illuminating light that is the Buddha's wisdom. Namu Kie So, we take refuge in the Sangha, the community of people dedicated to living harmoniously in the universal truth, a life manifesting Buddha's compassion. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namo Amida Butsu. Bussetsu Muryo Jukyo Juseige. From the Sutra of Immeasurable Life, the verses reaffirming the vows. Toku
May this spirit virtue be shared equally with all beings. May we together awaken the Bodhi mind and be born in the realm of serenity and joy. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.
Watashi tachi no chikai. 一つ、自分の殻に閉じこもることなく、穏やかな顔と優しい言葉を大切にします。微笑み語りかける仏様のように、一つ、むさぼり怒り、愚かさにながらせず、しなやかな心と振る舞いを心がけます。心安らかな仏様のように、一つ、自分だけを大事にすることなく、人と喜びや悲しみを分かち合います。慈悲に満ちた仏様のように、一つ、生かされていることに気づき、日々精一杯努めます。人々の救いに尽くす仏様のように、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏。Our pledge. Breaking out of my shell, I will share a warm smile and speak gentle words, just like the kind Buddha. Not becoming lost in my greed, anger, and ignorance, I shall think and act with an open mind, just like the calm and peaceful Buddha. Not putting myself first, I will share in the joy and sadness of others, just like the compassionate Buddha. Realizing the gift of life I have received, I shall strive to live each day to its fullest. like the Buddha who tirelessly works to liberate all. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Well, thank you for joining us again with the for the commemoration of Shinran Shonin's birth, Gotane, and to thank David Pading Sensei for his reflections upon the life and legacy of Shinran. For today's announcements, I'd like to remind you that you're welcome to contact or send your donations in for the Bay District Junior YBA fundraiser. And so you can check the Light of Dharma for the details for that activity. And then reminders on Tuesday afternoons at 2 p.m., we have a book club going on that we're discussing the book Why Buddhism is True by Robert Wright. And you're welcome to join in by contacting the church office by phone or checking the email. So you'll get the details of how to be able to log on and join the discussion. And then on Wednesday evenings at 6:30, we continue our mindfulness meditation period led by Leo Joslin Sensei. And the instructions or the invitations for joining are available online or by calling the office to let you know how to make the connection. And for today's appreciation, I'd like to acknowledge the special donation of the gift of a plant, the orchid plant that we have displayed on our altar today that was donated by a gazebo florist. And then to conclude this service, we have the opportunity to listen to a musical selection by Mr. Kevin Iwamura, who's an active member at the Enmanji Buddhist Temple, who is a professional musician. And so he's generously shared some of his compositions with us to be used for our whatever. And we're going to use it as part of our meditation with the service. And so today's selection, he's titled Gratitude. Okay, and so in closing, once again, to acknowledge the efforts and talents of Kevin Yoza and Keith Kojimoto, who weekly help us to produce this virtual Sangha service that keeps us connected, at least visually and orally, but hopefully through that connection, we'll feel the spirit of Sangha, because we don't see the Sangha as being a place, as a physical building, but it's a spirit of being together in the light of Nembutsu, the light of the Dharma, the life of boundless compassion that unites us all, which we express physically as Gassho and orally as Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you. Take care, be safe, sane, and mindful. Bye-bye.